This Excel tutorial is part 3 of a multi-series video tutorials on using this spreadsheet, which is kind of a budget decision making tool for cattle feedlots, to help the manager determine how many days on feed that will maximize their profits. In the first video we talked about the use of data validation. In the second video we talked about the use of protecting sales. In this video we're going to talk about the solver function, where we actually get down to the decision of how many days on feed will maximize profits. Now let's just quickly review this sheet. What this sheet does is the feedlot manager puts in the cost per day of feeding a cow, the price they get when they sell their cow on a per pound basis. Then manager puts in the number of days on feed, like 70 days on feed. The spreadsheet predicts how much they'll weigh and the profits per cow they will make. Then the feedlot manager job is to determine how many days on feed increase profits. Now keep an eye on this cell right here, profits, revenues minus costs. And what happens if I go from 70 days on feed to 75 days on feed? Profits go up. What about 75 to 100 days on feed? Profits go up. The manager could sit here and just keep fiddling with days on feed until he finds the one that maximizes profits. But ideally what we'd have is a way the manager can just put in the input and output prices, and the spreadsheet calculates for him the number of days on feed. And one way we can do this is using Solver. Solver is a Microsoft tool, Microsoft Excel tool, that we tell Excel we want to maximize profits by choosing days on feed, and then Excel will use a mathematical algorithm to determine the precise number of days on feed that maximizes profits. To do this you have to first have Solver, and many of you may not have Solver in Excel yet. I'm using the 2007 version of Excel, and when I go up to Data, Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formulas, Data, and I go to the right, there's an Analysis square, and Solver is in there. That's what I want. Now if Solver is not present in yours, you got to go to File, Excel Options, Add-ins, choose Solver, then click Go, and it'll install it. Now that we have it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on Solver. So I selected Solver. Set target cell. What are we targeting? What's our objective? Our objective is to maximize profits. So I select the profit cell. Profits are what we're maximizing, so our target cell for me is B18 profits. And we want to maximize it. We want to maximize profits by changing sales. What are we changing to maximize profits? We are changing days on feed. So by changing sales, I choose days on feed. Some problems may have constraints. We don't have any here, so there's nothing else to do. We're just going to click Solve. It's going to say Solver has converged to the current solution. All constraints are satisfied. That's good. I click OK, and what I've found is that 117 days on feed will maximize my profits. Watch what happens to profits if we go from 117 to 116. Now there's decimal places we can't see. So let me 115, 114, 113, 110, 170. And then also, if we went above 117 days on feed, let's say to 120 or 122, profits would eventually go down. Point is, 117 days on feed maximizes profits. And now what the user can do, they can come in and maybe now the input price of feeding cows went down $1, but also the output price you get for slaughtering cattle is increased to 0.8. Well, the profit maximizing days on feed have probably changed. I can just go to Solver, And everything's already set up for me because I set it up once, so I don't have to change anything. I hit solve, and now instead of feeding cows 117 days, we'll maximize profits by feeding cows 136 days. And that is how you use Solver for this particular problem. For different problems, Solver will look different. There'll be different target cells, different. You may have more than one cell that you change, and you may have constraints. But the basic process of using Solver is exactly as we described here.